Hey guys. I wanted to talk a little bit about some comics because I hadn't really talked a whole lot about comics on anything in last couple of weeks. Um, but I read some stuff this week that was pretty good or at least pretty different. I wanted to go through and talk about some stuff and say what I thought about it and such, my opinion on such. Um, First thing I read was Lazarus number 16. Um, I really like this issue because there was a lot of text in it talking about the Hawk virus and stuff. I've been wondering what had happened with the sisters because we really hadn't heard a lot from the sisters since, I don't know, in about, it seems like about 10 issues. So it was cool that they came back in and came back in like full force and everything. It was pretty sweet. Um, Looked like there was some building going towards this big war that's about to happen and everything. But I thought this big war was going to happen for about the last 4 or 5 issues. Yeah, all that build up is coming along pretty good. Um, Next, I read Suiciders. Really, really like this cover. Uh, and I keep trying to not like this book, and I don't know why, because I really, really enjoy the book. The art is really strong. The story is really strong on this story, and this was a really, really good issue. I thought it didn't so much have to do with what was going on um, with the gladiatorial battles as much as stuff that was going on outside the arena, which was pretty sweet. Um, Appears as though there's some kind of a conspiracy, a cover up that's happened in the past. That I don't know. There's some mystery going on here now that I'm a little more interested in. And yeah, this was just a really really good issue. And I dropped a lot of books from my pull this week. I'm going to notice that my pulls aren't near as big from here on out for a little while because there's just a lot of stuff that I went to trade on that I'm not really enjoying reading in singles. So I decided that I was going to go trade on a lot of stuff. And I dropped a lot of stuff. Like a total of like 27, I think, titles that I'm not going to be getting anymore, or about 4 or 5 of those that I'm going to get in trade. Deadly Class and stuff that I'm going to get in trade. Um, but yeah, next up, I read Manifest Destiny. This was a pretty good issue. This is a book, though, that for whatever reason, it's a pretty slow story, but I don't really feel like I want to go to it, reading it in trade. I really enjoy getting it each month and reading it in single issues because it seems like there's almost always something that happens in this book that, you know, that I find really, really interesting. I like all of the characters in this book a lot, and you just never know what kind of monster or whatever is going to wind up showing up in an issue. And so, yeah, Manifest Destiny, really enjoying that book. Slowly but surely, that story is just really, really getting good. Next up, I read Invisible Republic number 2. Uh, I really liked Invisible Republic number 1. I think I liked Invisible Republic number 2 just as much as I liked number 1. I thought number 2 was freaking awesome. Um, a lot more backstory going on what's going on with everything. Um, you know, them trying to hide inside the town. I love the way that the panel work and everything is done on this book too, and the art is just freaking phenomenal. Um, but yeah, we kind of jumped back and forth a little bit on what was going on in the story, past and present. In the first issue, you know, the journalist had found the diary, and now apparently there's people that want this diary kept secret that are, you know, willing to do that by any means. And they're undocumented, like escaped indentured servants and stuff, so they don't really have the documentation they need. Um, and yeah, it's just a really, really interesting story on so many different levels for it only being 2 issues in. Um, Super enjoying that, and you know, for $2.99, um, you know, you just can't beat it. That book is freaking great. Um, Next up, I read Effigy. Um, I'm enjoying Effigy all right. Um, I'm not really sure why. It's kind of a silly story, and sometimes it doesn't completely seem like it's moving forward as much as I would like it to. It seems like the last two or three issues of this that I guess the last like two issues of this that they've been like at this con for Star Cops, and you know, while there's some fun stuff going on, it's just I don't know. I know I love the art on it. I know that the mystery really interests me. I know that the coloring on it is great, but overall, I think that the $2.99 price tag on this book, being a Vertigo book for $2.99, is probably what keeps me on this book, and I'll continue to read it. I love Ryan Hill's coloring, and I love Tim Seeley's writing, so this came out last week, but I got it this week. Was Giant Days number 2. Um, I'm really enjoying Giant Days. It's just a story of these girls. This one was, about them coming to college, and everybody getting sick and just hijinks and craziness ensue. I think this book is hilarious. I think that the art and the coloring on it are just freaking off the freaking chain. I love it. Um, and yeah, um, this, unlike Effigy, I know exactly what it is about this book that I really really like, and what is going to make me keep going with it. I'm really disappointed it's only 6 issues, but I think since that's 2 of 6, I'm thinking maybe by the time that it gets to issue 6, I might be a little. Um, I don't know, man. I really like that story. I hope it continues to go on. Maybe it'll get picked up to do more issues. I don't know, but that's about all I got to say about it. Like I said, my polls are going to be a little smaller from now on, but hopefully I'll be able to talk a little bit more about the books, and so that'll be great. Because I think I got it down to mainly the books that I'm going to get are going to be books that I really really enjoy reading. And anyway, I'm gonna get off here and get back to reading something.